and welcome to our third tutorial in the series on garment basics. Having looked at simple drop folds and hanging folds in the previous tutorials, this time we're going to look at how to create volume using line. The use of line in icons isn't just random. We don't just create lines and folds any old how. While colour is very important in creating the sense of volume that projects towards the viewer, it is the rhythmic use of transverse lines that lays the foundation and the movement that will project the colour off the surface and bring the icon to life. It's important that our lines have rhythm and reason so that they create a sense of harmony. Without rhythm and harmony, the viewer's eye will be drawn to the mistakes and will not be drawn into communion with the person depicted. Let's say we have a rectangular shape like this. It could be an arm or a leg, for example. As it is, it's lifeless, it's stuck on the painting surface. So how do we give it volume and project it off the surface? Let's say it's a leg. We're going to have our knee over here. It's the upper leg, the thigh, for example. Have our knee over here. And remember we said below the knee we often have hanging folds. Now we want it to give it a sense of volume like this. So we're going to use curved lines, but remember we don't use curved lines like this. We're going to break them up, which helps create the sense of rhythm and movement. So we can have a curved line like that. And immediately we get a greater sense that this has volume. Once colour is added, it will be projected even more. Let's have a look at another example of, say, a sleeve. We have our dead rectangular shape. And we're going to use transverse lines to bring it off the surface. So if we have our arm coming around like this, we're going to make a rhythmic movement that's going to give the sense that it's round. The cuff over here. Another line here, again, helping to create the sense of volume. And over here. Here we also want the sense that this is round, so we use our lines like this. And there we have brought our dead rectangular sleeve off the surface. Let's find some other solutions to how we can clothe and create volume in arms. We have our upper arm here, our forearm coming over here, so the shoulders coming over here. see how we can give them some volume. We can have the cloak coming round like this. By making this a curved line and not having it hanging down like this, immediately we give the sense that the body has volume. The same by making this line come around like this. We'll create a fold over here. See how the line's slightly curved? And that also gives the sense that the shoulder has volume. Let's create another fold over here. Which again emphasizes the volume. Here we're going to have the cloth folded over. Create a line like this. And again here we've created the sense that this arm has volume. Now, in order to see how the masters used line to create volume, we're going to do a drawing study of an icon from the Comnene era, which was around the 12th and 13th centuries. The use of line is very characteristic in this era, and in this exquisite example, the iconographer uses almost no highlights. So it's a very useful example to study how the masters used line to create the sense of volume. Okay, so if we have the outline of the body here, our axis will be around here. We'll have the shoulders coming down like this. We have the robe, the outer robe, joined up here and coming out like this, which immediately creates a transverse relationship, this use of lines, in combination with the lines coming off in this direction. these rounded lines over here immediately give us the sense that this body has volume. He also creates a fold over here, which again gives the sense of volume to the whole body, and does the same thing basically on this side as well. But while these folds cover the arms over here, the iconographer doesn't lose the sense of where the arms are and their volume. And he creates this line over here and this line here, so that we know where the body ends and the arms start. And immediately that gives the sense that the arm has volume, even though it's covered by the robe. In the Comnian era, there's this sort of wet material look where you can see the outlines of all the body parts. So this line over here and this line here give us that sense of where the shoulder is. On this side, there's also lines coming around here, which again give the sense of volume. And again over here, we still have the sense of where the arm is. Here we'll have the fold coming over here. And again he uses this line to show that this is where the forearm starts and that it has volume. Here we have a drop fold. And hanging folds over here. This drop fold also creates the sense of volume that it's projecting outwards. And he does the same thing on the other side over here. Sorry, I'm drawing this at a very strange angle in order to be able to record it. And again over here, he shows us where the forearm starts by creating the sense of volume. Over here. And with this line here. Showing where the arm is. If you study the works of the masters, you'll see they always give a sense of where all the body parts are in their proper places. This modern notion that icons show the spiritual bodies of the saints is used as an excuse to not paint bodies properly. It's become an excuse for bad iconography, where body parts come all over the place where they shouldn't be. Just because the saints have spiritual bodies doesn't mean that they're deformed, and they should be in their proper places. And this is why it's important that we study the works of the masters, make drawing studies of their works, not simply to copy them, but to study how they use the lines to create the sense of volume, to create the sense of rhythm. We can see the use of transverse lines here that create the sense of rhythm. It's this use of the transverse line that draws the eye of the viewer in towards the figure, but also projects the figure off the surface. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Keep drawing, keep studying the masters. Till next time.